Happy birthday. Born on the 20th of February. And by the way, I'm Andy. Happy birthday. Born on the 20th of February. Very imaginative, creative, and a wonderful horoscope to have. You're born on a day where the energies of the moon and water planets like Neptune are all with you. And what about Venus giving you its rays as well, to give you all that creativity as well? You are loaded with so much talent, you born on the 20th of February. And you will have that sense about you, which will be due to your third eye being very active. And you'll have that imagination about you, which will be given to you by the energies of the moon and Venus. And you could do very well in anything you do in the area of beauty, interior decor, even landscape artistry, and even as an artist, a singer, a dancer, and a writer and a speaker as well. You have all those talents going for you. You can be tending to be moody. Try to control that. You can be very changeable. Try to control that. Sometimes what you start, you don't finish. Try to stop that. And tell yourself to focus on what you really must do. And then you will be able to achieve so much more. You have planets which can make you very hasty and very impatient. So you need to slow down in your activity. Otherwise, you build up stress unnecessarily. But I like you born on the 20th of February because I know it's people like you who are the great artists of the world in every form. And whether you are going to do business, whether you're going to work anywhere, whatever you do, you will have the talent among you. You could be the most charming person ever because you will have the charm of the moon and Venus. And you'll be the person who wants to travel all over the world. Nothing can stop you. You'll want to migrate because the lure and the attraction of foreign countries and foreign people and their cultures are all going to be very much something you want. And you could be doing very well in the artistry of food and beverage as well. There's so much waiting for you to do. You have planets who can make you a bit dominating, and that sometimes interferes with your teamwork. So try to be very flexible and negotiable, and you will do much better. The calendar 2020 is not going to be very smooth going for you. It may prove to have much of a bumpy ride. So tell yourself not to overburden yourself with too much responsibility or too much ambition. Because if you do that, then you may not be able to sustain whatever your plans are, whatever your dreams are, whatever your efforts are. You may not be able to sustain that in 2020. So travel a bit light and tell yourself, I need to do things which I'm going to be able to manage. So be realistic in 2020. But that doesn't mean that you must control your ambitions too much. By all means, you'll find your own way. What I don't know is your ages. Ages are very important. They are more important than the calendar year. And when you are certain ages, you are blessed by certain planets. When you are of different ages, then the planets there are very uncomfortable and happy. And so they can't help you very much. Look at horoscopes that way. Well, I'm going to give you some samples of ages so you understand how ages work. And if you happen to be the ages of 24 or 33 or 42 or 51 or 60 or 69 or 78 or even 87, well, then you're going to be a very lucky person and you're going to do everything in a wonderful way. And if you're of these ages which I've just mentioned, you can accumulate a lot of prosperity in your life. You will do things in a very creative way. Whether in a job, whether in a business, you will sparkle because it is said that you're born on a lucky day. And so the charm that you exude will draw you to much success and helped along by many people. I'm going to give you another sample of ages. And if you happen to be the ages of 20 or 29 or 38 or 47 or 56 or 65 or 74, then you have to be ready for some wonderful luck coming your way. And you're going to do very good things. So if you're of these ages which I've just mentioned, you're going to find that everything you do will produce extremely promises of huge success. So be very busy if you're of these ages. Yes, the calendar year, as I said, may be a bit slippery for you. Well, don't overburden yourself. Be satisfied with the amount of talent you have and with the amount of possibilities you're going to get. You're going to do well. I'm going to give you some sample of ages where you have to be a bit cautious. And if you happen to be the ages of 23 or 32 or 41 or 50 or 59 or 68 or 74 or even 83, then you have to be very lucky. You have to be very careful. Sorry, you have to be very careful. And you have to be very careful in the sense that many mistakes can be made because you may have too much to do, or that you plan to do more than you can manage to do. And so carelessness and miscommunications and miscalculations will take place. And already the 2020 planets, they're moving very fast. And your ages like this would be very fast as well. So many mistakes can be made. So slow down if you're of these ages which I've just mentioned. I'm going to give you another sample of ages where you also have to be a bit cautious. And if you happen to be the ages of 21 or 30 or 39 or 48 or 57 or 66 or 75 or 84, then tell yourself, yes, your ideas will be big. The planets of greatness and the planets of expansion will be very much pushing you to grow bigger and tackle business areas or job areas, take on responsibilities, and you will love doing that. But these planets are not exactly the best planets you have. So they give you the opportunity to go into an area and how to expand and do more into business and larger, but only to create a burden for you. So if you are these ages in 2020, go slow. While the opportunities may come, be reasonable. Don't overburden yourself. So these are the samples of ages. Now, regarding your health, before I talk about your health, I want to show you my email address. And if you'd like to have a 90-minute session with me, a 90-minute session which will cost you USD $50 to know your next 8 or 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms. And I'll give you a lot of wonderful information to make yourself very special. Like, for example, how to connect to that supernatural energy that's within you so that you can be better than the rest and be that person that others dream to be. Regarding your health, you born on the 20th of February. You are born with a very sensitive stomach that can go very gastric. And your bowels are going to be very irritable. And your colon also needs to be checked. So you have to be careful where you eat and what you eat, I suppose. And I will also worry that some parts of your spine are going to give you trouble. So treat your backaches as urgent and not try to live with them. Just go and see special doctors for that and you'll do better. Now, regarding this 90-minute session, I'll have a lot of information for you based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I'll be able to go deep into your health areas to tell you where things are going to go wrong. Even in your earlier age, if you consult me, you will know that already. And this 8 or 9 years, which I'll do for you, based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. I will go age by age, calendar year by calendar year. I will show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. There is a way, there's a system, and I will teach you that. And what about the supernatural energy that you have? People who have connected to it. These are the people we hear about, that we see how they live in such wonderment of luxury, and how their ideas are out of this world, how the inspiration that they do, or we can only follow. So you can do that. All you need is to connect to the supernatural energy, and I will show you how to do it. Well, I like your birthday, born on the 20th of February. It's a charming horoscope to have. And tell yourself to be more charming, try to be always a person willing to help other people, and you will get in return much, much more. I look forward to your contact. Send me that email. In the meantime, I wish you a very happy birthday. Thank you and goodbye.